we're going to go over a highly requested topic, and that is Velo. So Velo, the Velo protocol, it's a decentralized financial network designed to enhance money velocity and financial inclusivity using blockchain, right? So Velo Labs, the organization behind the protocol, they aim to create a trustless financial infrastructure that supports crypto payments and smart contracts. The infrastructure is built on Web3 ecosystem, which includes a couple different components. So we've got Quantum, we've got Universe, we've got Nova Chain, we've got Orbit, we've got Warp. All very space-sounding things, but we'll run through them one by one, and then at the end, I'll kind of give you my thoughts on the project. Again, highly requested topic, so wanted to run it down for you guys. So the first one is Quantum. Quantum is a remittance network that connects trusted business partners, allowing for a low-fee, fast transaction across their ecosystem. So, similar to XLM or an XRP, this is a layer 2 on top of Hyperledger. So it basically has a lot of the same components. You could send peer-to-peer payments very fast and cheap. Obviously, you're going to have KYC, AML, a lot of the other prerequisites that we've discussed in other videos in order to be able to be compliant with transmitting value between two parties. You create a profile on here, and then you're able to transact in the ecosystem. The app that they use is called Orbit, and that's where you can scan another user's QR code, or they can send you a picture of it, and then you can send them a payment, right? So reduces frictions and fees across jurisdictions. A lot of remittance would be used and probably benefit from this application. And then they have some other cooler stuff as well. So Universe is a high-performance decentralized exchange, or a DEX, that supports both self-custody wallets for secure user control and centralized trading engine for high-frequency trading at low cost. So this gets into some of the smart contract stuff. You could probably tokenize some real-world assets within these environments and then hold those in your self-custody wallet, or there at the trading engine to be able to transact with them. I don't know how much adoption or traction that's gotten, but it's very interesting. A lot of other players in the space are working on similar things, but I think, with the amount of traction that I've seen from people on Velo, it's likely that that'll probably continue and probably see some adoption for real-world assets within this ecosystem. Nova Chain was another piece of that, right? So it's EVM-compatible blockchain facilitating seamless transactions and the interoperability within the ecosystem. We're going to continue to see the EVM used in other applications outside of the base chain of Ethereum. I think that that's really the main piece that'll be used moving forward. The underlying blockchain really just wasn't scalable, but that code for the EVM that's used by Python and Solidity coders has been rehypothecated on multiple networks, and obviously it's utilized here in order to create the smart contract capability with the low latency and fees, which is a great marriage in my opinion. And the last piece I mentioned was Warp. It is a multi-network cross-chain bridge enabling asset movement across different blockchains and networks. So basically this allows, the interoperability between Velo's network and other blockchains, where you could have a wrapped representation of whatever that asset is within their ecosystem to be able to exchange the ownership between two people. So you'd be able to wrap whatever it is, lock it in an escrow on another chain, issue that representation within Velo's ecosystem, be able to trade that representation much faster, similar to what Lightning Network was trying to do for Bitcoin. Probably could do the same thing for Ethereum here. You'd have wrapped ETH in this ecosystem that you could use in smart contracts as collateral, or be able to transact very quickly between different parties. So without having to, pay the high gas fees on some of these other networks. So that's kind of Velo in a nutshell, just the different things that you're able to do. It does provide, kind of a peer-to-peer ecosystem for transferring, investing, borrowing, lending, creating global funds, and then they aim to integrate seamlessly with traditional financial networks or TradFi and provide the benefits of blockchain to those ecosystems, right? So I kind of look at this as just another application, another iteration that could come to market to compete. We're dealing with a lot of other people in the space that are tokenizing real world assets. A lot of people are vying for the platform, to be the main platform where people do tokenize real world assets. This seems to be more of a peer-to-peer solution, not necessarily for, enterprise applications. I think that it's great. It might be an ecosystem where people could do some crowdfunding or startup seed round raises for their business. If you do have collateral that you would like to get a loan against, just on a personal level and not at a business level, this probably is a good application for that. Or you might be able to lend your assets in there and earn a yield, right? There's going to be a lot of decentralized applications in the future that people want to participate in without a centralized authority that's taking a bunch of the yield that they would have earned. Banks pay you very minimal on your savings account while they're able to make significantly more with the money that you're holding at their bank. So this is going to pay a little bit more to the little guy, which I think is great. Really glad that people recommended this. If there's something else that you guys would like to see me do a review on or talk about, I would love to know in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.